Hello out there. In case my previous video was too technical for you, this is made extremely simple so that you can get it. Now, I want you to be able to understand this, understand what's happening within the crypto space and how you can also enjoy this value as well. What I want to share with you today is a gem I found, and the gem is called Impermax. And I'll tell you how it works. Before I tell you how it works, I first of all need to explain to you how liquidity pools work and how automated market making works. Now, in the crypto world, you have Ethereum and you have a number of tokens that were built on the Ethereum blockchain. You have tokens that are built on the Binance blockchain. You have tokens built on the Echo blockchain. You have tokens built on a variety of blockchains, on ADA, on different things. But here you have what you call automated market makers. Examples are Uniswap, examples are Sushi, Moniswap, and a variety of places where you can swap. I think Pancake Swap also provides you an opportunity to be able to swap tokens. Now on Uniswap, for example, which I'll use as my example, you can go there and you can use your Ethereum token to swap for other tokens. So I can go there and use my Ethereum to swap for Open. I can use my Ethereum to swap for Yield. I can use my Ethereum to swap for FXF. I can use my Ethereum to swap for Plasma Finance. I can use it to swap for various tokens on Uniswap. Why am I able to swap? Because some people have provided liquidity. So they are like people who have done fixed deposits. If you understand the normal banking term, they have provided liquidity. They have put their money there and they are holding it for a long time, so that anybody who wants to come and do loans from the banks can get money. The same way here, you can use your own tokens to provide liquidity so that other people can get to trade there. And every time they do their trading there, the fees for those trades, you get to earn a portion of those fees. And if the tokens you have put in that place are growing in value as well, you get to enjoy that value. And then you earn yield. What you earn based on providing liquidity is called yield. And it can get as exciting as 25% per annum, 50% per annum. For some tokens, 30% per annum. It's exciting. Now, if the token you bought is not that you're doing your liquidity pool with, it's not a very good token and it's not getting in price, you will be losing your Ethereum because people will be dumping it in exchange for the Ethereum value that you put in the liquidity pool, and then you'll end up having those tokens which may not be valuable. How do you provide liquidity? Very simple. You go to Uniswap, for example, and you say, I want to provide liquidity for this particular token combination. So any token you want to provide liquidity for, you have to provide the same volume of that token and the same volume of Ethereum to provide the liquidity. I'll give you an example. Let's say for the purpose of illustration, Ethereum is $1,600. Let's say for the purpose of illustration that Open is $2. I will need 800 Open to equal to 1 Ethereum. If I want to provide liquidity, I will put in 1 Ethereum and 800 Open. That means I have spent $3,200 to provide this one liquidity that gives me 1 Ethereum and 800 token. When I provide this together, I have provided liquidity for Open. I will be earning yield based on this $3,200 I've invested. If the value of Open grows to about $3, the value of my liquidity pool has also grown. By the time I release my liquidity pool and I come back to the tokens, my Ethereum will have gained small value, my Open will have gained significant value, I'll have more money, and then I'll be earning yield, and I may be earning Open, for the yield that I'm getting there as well. So essentially I get more value. If my token is going down, I may lose my money because people will go to that place and they'll, instead of buying more Open for the price to go up, they'll be selling their own Open to get more Ethereum, and I may end up having just Open with me because my Ethereum liquidity has completely gone down because the token is not valuable, it has gone low. I'll end up with a bag of a worthless token and I may not be able to exchange it for as much value as I put in. So liquidity pools can go bad and they can go up, but typically people only buy liquidity for tokens that they know are valuable and they know will become more valuable. Now, that's how liquidity pools work, and that's how I don't need an exchange. The reason why everybody can basically exchange almost any token today without waiting for a DEX exchange to open up or waiting for an exchange like Binance to feature it is because it's usually averagely on Uniswap. So get on Uniswap is individuals like you and me who decide to provide liquidity for it. Now, what exactly does Impermax do? Impermax says that thing you have been enjoying on Uniswap on a linear level, Impermax says you can do it with leverage. It says you can do it 5x. What does that mean? It means that my $3,200 I used to provide liquidity of 800 Open and 1 Ethereum, and I put together, they got merged together, and I'm providing liquidity. It says I can do something very interesting with them on Impermax. On Impermax, I can borrow more from Impermax, and instead of doing a 300,200 pool, I can end up doing a 3,200 pool, and then with leverage, my pool value can be worth 15,000. I can do 5x. What does that mean? It means I'm borrowing more Ethereum, borrowing more Open, borrowing more to increase my liquidity pool. If my money, if the value of my Open, for example, continues to increase, then where I will have made 10, I can now make 50. But guess what? The downside is if it goes down, where I could have made losses, I will now make sure losses. So the same downside, if you have done your research well and it's a token that is doing very well and has good value and is going up, you can now do 5x the returns. Impermax is positioning to change the game of how automated market making works by adding leverage to it. It's putting, liquidity pools on steroids. It means now you have the opportunity to be able to take leverage, take a loan against your help, liquidity provision, and do a lot more than you have the capacity of finances to do, and earn a lot more as well. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, do your own research. It's not financial advice. It's a gem I found. It's a token I found I think is beautiful. They are set to launch in March. On March 1, they announced that they were getting their steroid version live on mainnet. So exactly what's going to happen on that page. I'm sure they're going to create, because you can basically leave your tokens on Uniswap. The same tokens you have on Uniswap, you can simply move them to Impermax, enjoy the liquidity provision, and then add steroids to it, and it can be crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, look out for the token Impermax. Read their whitelist. It's a long, boring read, but with the guidance I've given you to explain so far, it might be an easier journey for you to go through. Well, guess what? It's an exciting token. I think if you can get your hands on some and see how you can play in the field, it's going to rock things. It's going to rock things in the crypto world.